Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 26 of the November Daily Draws. So, let's see what kind of reading we're going to get today. I'll be taking the first card, as usual, from the Tarot Crown Luxe deck, and then an Oracle card from the Oracle of Visions deck. So, let's give a last minute shuffle, and then we'll begin to choose our cards and see what message we get as we're progressing through the week. And as we are on this Tuesday, so okay, let's choose our first card. Here we go, we'll go there. So our card for today is the Two of Cups, and I love that Two of Cups, with the hands reaching out from the cups and entwining. So what connections we're making today? What friendships are we making? What relationships are we working on? You know? Do we need to connect with someone that we've not seen for a while? You know, have we got a meeting coming up with someone? So, you know, this is all about connection and building alliances and partnerships and friendships and, you know, other kinds of relationships, romantic relationships. But it's that coming together, connecting with one another. It's connecting with another person. So, you know, today might be a day of connecting with the members of our family, our friends, as I said, maybe, you know, an associate, a work colleague, someone developing a relationship, building relationships and partnerships and connections. So that's what it's all about today. It's looking towards the people in our lives and making sure we're connecting with them and helping that relationship grow, linking up and supporting one another, giving that support, and that we, you know, that putting, you know, sort of our hands in each other's hands, and that we're walking, you know, for a time at least, we're walking this journey together. We have our separate paths, we have our individual journeys, but we can link, we can still connect with each other and support each other on those journeys. So today, look for ways that we, you know, let's look for ways we can do that with one another, with the people. So just think of the people that perhaps you need to do that with, perhaps a bit more. People that I can think of at least one friend that I need to reconnect with, that, you know, that's long overdue to connect with, old school friend of mine, and I keep meaning to get in touch with him, and you know, and now might be the time just to say, hey, you know, I'm still thinking about you, and perhaps we should get together soon. And because he lives locally, which is actually the ironic thing, because I probably connect with people that are like thousands of miles away, the other side of the world, more often than some people that are like live within a 2 to 3 mile radius of where I live. It's odd, isn't it? That can happen, because I think we feel that the people near us, that, well, they're there, we can they're very easy to get to any time. So, but the ones that perhaps further away, we need to make more of an effort. So we tend to pay attention to those, and also because of the things I'm involved in, I connect with people online, particularly, you know, and with social media, that kind of thing. Yeah, but maybe it's just looking at the relationships in our lives and working on them and helping them grow. Let's see what Oracle card we get to go with that. I mean, it works the other way, of course. I mean, he can quite easily get in touch with me. But that's the kind of friendship that we have. We don't bother each other too much. We're there, you know. We're always welcome to contact each other, and he, you know, he says I'm always welcome to pop round, etc. And if I ever want to go and see him, I always have to, just have to just tell him and arrange time and everything. But we don't sort of like put a heavy expectation on ourselves. We get on with our lives, but we know that each other's there. It's more, a very sort of relaxed friendship. And I've known him for many years. I went to school with him. So that probably shows you how long, it's a decades-long friendship. So here we go. So this is you can see here that this is her aspiration. She wants to be able to walk the tightrope. But here you can perhaps see that maybe she's fallen, and this is what she's dreaming to achieve. And she just needs to keep picking herself up and trying and practice, and she will get it right. And sometimes, in relationships, we don't always get it right. Sometimes, things happen that it doesn't quite go the way that we want, and maybe we need to keep that effort going and keep going until we can find the right kind of way to make that relationship work. Sometimes it's just a persistence, and to keep that in mind. Of course, if you're trying to form a new relationship, or you're in a relationship that doesn't seem to be working, keep trying for a while. But of course, maybe there comes a time when a relationship is not going to work, and you can just sort of part the ways in that way. But that I hopefully those are very not so often, but mostly, it can take effort, it can take practice, it can take learning how to relate to one another, and sometimes that that relating can break down a bit, but we just need to pick ourselves back up and keep trying and build that relationship that we have. So I think that's a very good sort of like contrast with that, and just keep that in mind, what we're trying to achieve, and just keep going. And so it's all about forming and building and maintaining and helping our relationships to grow and connecting with others. That's what it's all about today. That's our focus. So let's get on and do that. I hope it's like hopefully in some way I'm connecting with you guys that when you're watching this, and I appreciate you guys, and I thank you for the time you spend listening to what I've got to say and watching my videos and leaving comments that I do see. I don't always reply to straight away. I've got to go back through and perhaps at least give you a little heart to see that I keep meaning to do it, but I don't always remember straight away. But I do see them, and I appreciate the comments, the feedback that you give. So so you're valued. And so there we go, and I do thank you for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow to do day 27. Until then, take care everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye bye.